Okay, we're back. And we're gonna go into depths now. We should be okay on throwables. I mean, worst case scenario, I can go grab these javelins of returning. In fact, I may do that soon. Once I run out of regular javelins. Whew. Flayed. Unfortunately, we have to deal with this rather contested entranceway. Fine. This little hole is safe enough. You know, I probably should have gone and memorized Blink, but it doesn't look like it's available. Honestly, I spread that on experience right now anyway. Since we very badly need to get our indications up. Okay, this dude's gonna get the rocks immediately. Got him. Wow, this is dense. This is a dense collection of enemies. Let's go to this little hole here. I was a little worried about Trograth showing up right at that moment. Would not have been good. Whoops. A little surprised at the lack of Trograth, but okay, there it is. We can sanction right now. 26% fail rate. Not the best, but not the worst. Whew. Okay. Yeah, he can do some pretty insane damage. That's really bad. I just failed to Sanctuary twice in a row. I could heal wounds, but that's... Oh man, this is bad. I'm gonna Sanctuary. You fail to use your ability. It's 26% fail rate. Come on, guys. That was ludicrous. I could have died there. Whew, man. Well, now we know we can't really... can't really do this. Can't really fight these things in the way that I wanted to. Then again, there were like 3 stone giants in a row. Wow. More of them too. Well, this time let's open up with vitalization. Which we should do every time from now on. And then we'll lamp a fire. And then we'll penetrate, which is what I should have done to begin with, to kill all this stuff at once. See, it's not that hard, I just have to do it right. I have to start it out right. And if I start it out wrong, it very quickly goes really south. That was a really horrible misplay, the way that went down. Wow, I got confused immediately. Okay, I want to funnel this stuff through this little door long enough. It'll give me enough time to teleport. There we go. But yeah, I could have died there because I was relying on that 26% fail rate to not mess up, 3 times in a row. But it did. So that's why you have to bring it down to 0%. Or else you're just you're begging the RNG to do something really stupid. I'm gonna have to be more careful in the future. Now we have C Blink here. So, wow. Yeah, let's walk away. We have C Blink here. So, it's on me if I don't use it properly, We still have quite a lot of javelins, by the way. Honestly, I'm happy to teleport. I'm happy to teleport every single time he sends Wrath if I have to. If I'm going to fight it, I do need to vitalize, though. Crackle of arcane power, huh? Nope, no magic map. We'll go in. Toolcad moves. We're going to read teleport. We're going to read magic mapping. And we immediately get Woocad. We'll just kill him, it's fine. See, 2 shots, done. We'll take the staff, although we probably won't use it. A manual of staves. Of course we won't be using, but the Potion of Experience comes in useful. A lot of bushes here. I don't think I've seen this little layout before. Some kind of odd little vault. Is there a dragon corpse I can eat? Apparently not. That sucks. Zen is really putting a damper on my food supply. Oh, come on with this. These high EV enemies never fail to annoy me, just because of, you know, how much they avoid taking damage. Wow, we are drained. Let's turn on meat rations. Wait, what? Okay, this one I will see if I can vitalize and clear it out. Sanctuary down to 5% fail, by the way. But I'm not going to trust it until I get it down to 0, because as you can see, it can really defeat the odds in a way that's very bad for you. For the record, I should have probably teleported out of that situation way earlier. The one where I almost died. Really a simple misplay, you know, nothing terribly complicated about that misplay. Okay, we are going to a safe place. Didn't want to fight in the center there because this layout, this vault, and really any vault that is dumb enough to start with Zot traps right at the entrance is kind of bad, in my opinion. Oh, jeez. I gotta get away from the Caustic Strike, but it's causing me some issues. Or excuse me, I have to get away from the flayed ghost. Unfortunately, we just ate a flaying. I just need to make it into my kill hole. There we go, and the flay ended too. Good. Just gonna walk away. Now he can't flay me. Can't flay what you can't see. Okay, this is a hard one. That's good. Now we'll vitalize. Now we'll walk into this little hallway. See if this can survive. It looks like no. Okay, this is fine. If need be, we can teleport, but I don't want to. But more importantly, we can blink to the southwest. Got him. And his buddies. Alright, we gotta get off this floor. We're almost out of food. So now we gotta go all over the dungeon looking for food. Thanks, Zen. Hadn't really considered that as a problem, but, you know. I'll even turn on royal jellies, I guess. Zen is getting annoyed that I'm running around doing stuff instead of killing undead and chaos, I guess. Alright, back to depths. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of levels that begin with a Zot trap. That's all I'm really saying about this floor. We are just starving all over the place. I hadn't really thought about it, but Depths actually kind of lacks animals to eat, other than dragons. And apparently the occasional sphinx. But what else is there really? Caustic shrikes, I guess? Alright, here's our guy. We are going to teleport What happened there? Why did I not teleport? I don't understand. It says you feel strangely unstable, but I don't have a teleport on. Did I teleport? Oh, it says your surroundings flicker for a moment. I landed in the exact same square. It's cute. Maybe I can get some of that sweet dragon meat. Yes, finally. Things will improve when we get to Zot. Significantly more dragons in there. Speaking of dragons, I should enchant up my dragon armor a little more. Alright, so we end with 45 strength. It's pretty cool. I know I'm slow right now. I kind of thought it would go away sooner. I've been walking around for a long time and it's still evident. Finally, we get enough meat to be engorged again for the first time in a while. So if this works out the way that it has for the last several games, or at least the last couple games, I should be done with Wrath by the time Depths is over. It's always fascinating to me how strength is no guarantee that you won't get unconstricted. Like I had to try a couple of times to climb the stairs, for example, while I was being constricted by something as simple as an anaconda. I've not forgotten that I have blowguns, by the way. I suppose I could be using that against Wrath, and I should be. Whoa, it's Jorgrun. Hold up. Who summoned this stuff? It was a Tengu warrior? Kill that, so I'm, you know, not flayed anymore. Now we'll just go out flying and take this dude out. My invocations is getting pretty high. Guess I can recite to some easier things now. massive amount of stuff. Thankfully, I'm perfectly willing to use immolate to clear it all out. Yeah, okay, why don't we use the digging, walk away, use the blowgun, confuse. Yeah, that's the right move. I guess all my regular javelins are up at the northwest part of this. Right here. I'm trying to use my javelins first, since I have so many still. I'm trying to use them up. We use the large rocks when we particularly need to do damage really fast, or if we're out of the javelins and they're all on the ground at the time. I should be focusing on these elves, actually. So I'll penetrate through them. Of course we get slowed, but we have a ton of cancellations, so let's use the blowgun. Let's use confusion. And he gets confused. Very good. Sweet. Don't know if I'll actually buy anything at this bazaar. I'd like to save some gold to donate to Zen if need be, but we should check it out. Okay, well this is the entrance to Zada. Seems fairly obvious to me, unless I'm being bamboozled. So let's not waste too much time over here. Let's take a look at the layout a bit. If I had to guess, I would assume it's the one off to the left, or to the right here, and I was wrong. It's a shop. Shop that has things I can't wear. Black Knight's horse barding. I think I've only ever gotten that one time on a centaur. Wow, we are really fighting quite a few things. Oh, let's get the gold. Let's go in. What? well, I forgot that he could even send dudes here. Let's just walk away. I thought that, for some reason I was under the impression that bazaars are kind of, you know, wrath-free. But I guess not. It's kind of neat, actually. We have 9 recharging. I don't think we need to buy another one. We're really only using Wands of Digging at this point. So that was a bust. But again, I don't care. I'd rather have gold for piety anyway, in case I somehow end up using Sanctuary a lot. Turns out, by the way, that Trog's Wrath is not over. Wouldn't be surprised if we're close. But you know what? I'm not walking all the way back to an altar to find out. And the reason is food clock. Food clock may actually matter this game. Oh, what a drain. Throwing down to 22. It's not the best thing to be in here under Trogwrath. Actually, I can see that it's red and not dark red, so I think that only happens at the very last step. So we're just about there. Hey, we got our first orb of fire. You know what? I think we can just go toe-to-toe with it without buffing up. There we go. Yeah, very easy. Very easy with all this throwing. Thankfully, we did not get drained again. You know, 0 hats spawned. Isn't that interesting? Okay, let's get out of line of sight of this thing while we rest. Trog's still mad, so we'll keep full clearing. I was gonna dive some of these floors if I got lucky again like I did recently. And if I, by lucky, I mean if I had finished out my Wrath by the end of Depths. I'm just doing this because it saves me the trouble of dealing with the Wrath, or the Berserked monsters. I'll just have to fight regular monsters once I come across them. If I just wait a minute, you know. Alright. Let's just kill this cursed toe. Since he kind of blocked my escape anyway. Easy enough. Recite's doing some pretty good work against these draconians. Trog not mollified yet. It's kind of nice to confuse the one in front, since on top of blocking their path, he also may attack them, you know. Okay, this kind of sucks. We certainly do not want to teleport. First of all, it'll take forever. Secondly, it could land me somewhere horrible. Whoa, what am I doing? Thought I was throwing javelins. Anyway, yeah, we'll just leave that stuff there. It was a very inopportune place to deal with Wrath, is the thing. Now, if I were playing fully optimally, I might want to wear this strength ring instead of this at all times. But I kind of want to walk around with Senv, honestly. Just because it's nice to know if there's a moth if there's a ghost moth lurking about, I know it immediately. Trog seems mollified. How did you get not confused within like 5 seconds? Alright, doesn't matter. No more of that. Summon a magic map. What is the best way? What is the best way to skip this floor? Let me get all this throwing that I left behind first. Okay, all the downstairs are in the same place. So I suppose we will just head west. There seems to be a hatch up here. Well, no, that's a regular staircase. Yeah, what am I doing? Let's... This is much better. And there's a scroll of acquirement on the ground. Maybe I do need our poise for the time being. As try as I might, you can't really get away from item swapping in this game, which for me represents a little bit of an annoyance. Personally, I prefer, wow, basic gold dragon scales. Surprisingly not already on the ground. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I try to, when possible, I try to structure my characters in such a way that item swapping is unnecessary. But that's pretty rare when I can succeed to... It's rare to be able to pull that out of your game entirely. Oh, I thought I was on Zot 4 before. I was on Zot 3. Now we're on Zot 4. Okay. What an oddly shaped Zot 4. I tend to like to clear Zot 4 when possible, since I may have to come up any one of these staircases in the process of clearing Zot 5. So it's nice to have it nice and clean. So even when I'm diving or trying to dive, generally I'll only dive Zot 1 through 3. Honestly, it's not good to dive Zot. You're really just creating potential problems for yourself. In the interest of speed, but what does speed get you, really? If you're doing a speed run, I understand, but otherwise you're just kind of being lazy. But I also get it. There comes a point in a run for me where I just want to get it over with. And it doesn't mean I'm not having fun, it's just like you're so close to the orb that you want to just take it and get out. And I feel like that's probably something other people have dealt with, if only because, well, you know, what else could possibly explain people making really obvious mistakes in Zot 5? It's like, clearly you're playing too fast because you think you're about to win, you know? So you snatch, what's that phrase? You snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Oh, well, let's fear. Let's fear again. Let's recite. Wow, I'm getting blinked all over the place. Why don't we actually kill this thing? I gotta say, that entranceway doesn't look too fun, so... Neither does this one. Third time's a charm. We got Moths of Wrath at every single entrance. Okay, let's block off the entrance with an exclusion. As we clear out the rest of the floor. Remember, we can just put these guys in jail if we have a problem. It's one of the reasons I love Zen so much. He's the problem eraser, you know. We even have 0% sanctuary now, which is huge. We literally cannot die unless I somehow get surprised. For as long as I have sanctuary available and at 0%. I would have to be in a situation where I don't recognize the danger until it's too late. And I like to think I'm pretty okay at picking up on when I'm about to get one-shotted. Actually, I guess if there was a ghost moth nearby, I could also end up with no mana and not be able to sanctuary, I suppose. I'm gonna vitalize here. Oh, come on with this. All right, fine. We'll haste. You know, for I guess I should have RF+++ on. I can start spamming heals if I need to. We are hasted. And why not? I mean, if we have all this haste, we may as well use it. Let's be smart and fear this thing. Then take it out. Time to rest. Okay, we'll vitalize. We'll penetrate through these guys. There's 3. Sounds like a good time to haste. Sounds like a good time to might. Do we have might? Yes, we do. Wait, did we get one? Yeah, we got one. That's a 4th one over there. We killed 2. We've killed 3 now. We've killed 4 in a row. Guess it's all pretty easy when you've got throwing. And Zen's abilities and haste and might. I mean, it all kind of adds up to a steamroll, you know? Oh no. Thought he was about to step on the Zot trap. Of course, we got out of line of sight in time, so it's okay. Okay. Same story as always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Grab. So we got the orb. We use this teleporter as well, and we've now ended up at the exit. Or closer to it, and then we went right up. Is this going to overtake me? No, but the Hellwind did. Easy demons so far. Except for now. Now we've got a Brimstone Fiend. He goes to jail. Being around those Zot traps really worries me. Another Brimstone Fiend goes to jail. Should be able to reach the staircase. Good. The name of the game is Do Not Fight Things. I got that guy in the shaft on purpose. Okay, well, he goes to jail. That thing dies so I don't get paralyzed. Should be being more careful. This could be silence, you know. Put him back in jail. Try to be a little more careful. Silence Panlords can be one of the only things that can ruin this whole strategy. Not exactly, though. I mean, we still have a blowgun, which can kill any Panlord just by virtue of paralysis. But it's still something you'd rather not deal with. Anyway, that's all conjecture because we just won. Pretty sweet. I'm not sure how many in a row that is. Is that 14? Yeah, I guess that's 14. Cool. Also, fun news. I looked it up. And if I can surpass 16 wins in a row, other than ZXC's streak of something like 33, I will have the most. I will have the most wins in a currently active streak, because the only active streaks that are bigger than mine right now are ZXC's and a guy named Felid Master Race who was doing a bunch of Felids. So he had like I think 16 Felids in a row, which honestly is very impressive. I think a lot of that is RNG heavy, since depending on what you get on the first level of the dungeon, it can be you can be forced to fight something in a 1-by-1 hallway, and then you're just kind of boned on most Felids, because you start with like 9 hit points, and that's less hit points than the damage that certain things can do to you. Even something as simple as a goblin with a club. So the fact that he got 16 wins in a row with Felid, and his streak is still going, even if he hasn't played in a while. I don't know, I think that's cool. I think that's, it's ballsy, is what it is, because, I mean, I wouldn't want to run a streak like that. There's a reason why I'm using the easier combos and the easier, techniques. It's because I want to, not exactly guarantee a win, but stack the deck slightly in my favor, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, I have no idea what I'm going to do next time. It may be a Berserker, it may not. As I was saying, we've kind of used up a lot of this stuff, a lot of the good races. So we'll see. Maybe like a Hoobie. That might be kind of fun. Really generic baseline, you know. Anyway, until next time, I am signing out.